how's it going? It's that nerd Ryan here, and today we are going to center myself and talk about Blue Beetle. So I did see it yesterday, so this is a week from now that this is being released, and I just gotta say, it's not as good as I thought it would be, but it's still an alright movie, if that makes sense. It was being hyped up to be like this phenomenal DC movie, a great transition to modern DCU from the DCEU, this and that. And honestly, I thought it was alright. I mean, it felt like they're trying to make their own like Iron Man movie in a sense, but also at the same time Spider-Man. It was kind of weird. I don't know how else to explain it other than that. Like, it was trying to be a bunch of other things that it had before it. So I'm going to kind of just go through some things really quick and then we'll talk spoilers. But I do think the acting in this was phenomenal. I think everybody did a really good job. I did feel, though, that the actual villain of the movie, who doesn't do any of the fighting, for those who are wondering who I'm talking about, was kind of a weak villain, was kind of poorly written, but I thought that the actress played her well. I also thought the other villain was a little mediocre, and they tried to throw a sympathetic plot kind of last minute at him. Something that you don't really see coming, and not in like a good twist, but like just a, oh yeah, we got to make this guy likable, so let's do something here, sort of thing. This is also one of the first DC movies with no cameos from other characters. That's like been since Justice League, where we've had other characters crossing over. This one had nobody. They had mentions of Batman and Superman and the Flash. I don't think they had Wonder Woman mentioned, but yeah. But yeah, we get mentions of them, but nothing else. Which I also thought was pretty interesting that they did that, and I think they did that just so that way we can tell that this can fit in either the DCEU or the DCU. I thought the plot for this was pretty good. I honestly think my favorite part of the whole movie was how the family was written. I thought it was a really good like family dynamic and everything. It was just really, really nice. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this without doing spoilers or anything. I thought that the AI on the suit was pretty funny, pretty good. It kind of reminded me of Karen from Spider-Man No Way Home. Or Spider-Man Homecoming, my bad, sorry. And it did kind of give Blue Beetle, or the character of Jaime, or Blue Beetle, the feeling of Peter Parker. But the suit felt like Iron Man, if that makes sense. But yeah, there's literally, actually, now that I think about it, there's a part that they did kind of rip right from Homecoming, which we'll talk about in spoilers. But yeah, it like ripped a line basically straight from Homecoming and other things like that. But I thought it was done very well, but at the same time, it wasn't this epic conclusion or beginning of DC that there is, or that they're kind of giving it to be. But yeah, so now I'm going to count down from 10 in my head. We're going to go ahead and do spoilers in 10 seconds. If you don't want to finish watching this video because you don't want spoilers, I got a ton of other DC videos, I got a ton of Marvel videos, tons of toy reviews, everything like that. So now we're going to talk spoilers. So first off, I gotta say that the villain being the evil version of Blue Beetle, I was literally talking about it at the beginning of the week with Captain Marvel. I'm so sick of that trope for the first superhero movies. If you know what I mean, the origin stories that the villain is literally just the same. It really gave me Iron Man 1 vibes of like when he was fighting Obadiah Stane, sort of thing. But the line that they ripped off was when he was first fighting the villain, and the suit itself goes, I can do lethal damage. He's like, no, no, we're not killers. We don't do that. That's literally what happens in Homecoming, which also very much confused me due to the fact that during the third act, everybody in his family kills someone except for him. Like, it's played for laughs with the family doing it, but it's like, if he's so anti-killing, why is his family so lackadaisically killing as a joke? So, like, for example, they find the original Blue Beetle's lair because his girlfriend, well, his soon-to-be girlfriend or whatever, his crush, is the daughter of the original Blue Beetle that was more like Batman than anything. And they go use his flying beetle ship to infiltrate the base to save Jaime, or Jaime, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. They're going to go and save him, and then they like go start crawling around, and they're like, George Lopez is driving it, and he goes and stabs like a bunch of guards with the legs, and they're like, ooh, he's stuck like gum, and like stuff like that. And then literally like 10 minutes later during the final fight, the suit itself goes, remember you said that we're not killers, to Jaime, which he says literally before that too. And then you got that, you got his grandma taking basically a minigun and killing like 10 people in front of him. You got his sister, I think, slam somebody against the wall with a holographic fist, and it actually didn't show the mom doing that much like action stuff. And that was the other part, was I think my favorite character in the movie was his dad, and it actually hurt when his dad passed away. Basically, the main villain finds out where Jaime lives, goes over, tries to take the Reyes family hostage, and during that, the dad has a heart attack and passes away. Which, like, that hurt, honestly, because he was such a good character, and like he has a very important role at the end of the movie, kind of telling his son, this is what you're meant to do. And like he's like in tears, and he's like, no, Dad, you gotta come with me. He's like, no, this is what I was meant to do. And like, just, it's a very emotional scene and a very well done scene. Majority of the movie has very well done scenes. And again, I do want to say, I know this movie wasn't made for me. I'm just a white guy that likes comics. This was obviously made for a Hispanic audience, so maybe the humor didn't hit me because of that. But I didn't get like offended by any of it or anything. I thought it was well written. I thought it was good. Just like the humor, I didn't get, and I think I wasn't meant to get it. But yeah, so I'm gonna give Blue Beetle a 7 out of 10. I thought it was a very good movie. It reuses tropes from other movies, reuses lines from other movies, and kind of gives you that weird feeling of, is this the DCEU? Is this the DCU? Is this Elseworlds? What's going on? But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. It's that Nerd Ryan, signing off.